All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Check In Podcast. My name is Cameron.
What it do, baby? My name is Ian. I'm her brother.
Yes, that is my wonderful brother. Welcome to our podcast. This is the Check In Podcast where we'll be coming to you on Fridays, checking in with you guys and how you guys' week was. What we'll do is we'll start it off by using one word to describe our week, and then we'll get into some topics. We'll sometimes cover politics, sometimes cover other current events, in pop culture, sports, music, and whatever else our heart desires. So to start this podcast off, like I do every week, Ian, if you could use one word to describe your week, what would it be?
Well, I have two words, but it's not the second word is not um it's not a big word, so it's not that big of a deal, I don't think.
Okay.
Okay. Um Fired up.
Your week, the word to describe your week. Okay. One word or phrase. We could do that. One word or phrase. If you could use one word or phrase to describe your week, you're saying fired up.
Fired up.
Why are you saying fired up?
Cuz the last time I came to you guys, I said Lakers in 5.
You did say that.
And the
actually.
Lakers indeed did it in 5. Um, then I got paid this week.
Okay. So yeah, you
Okay.
feeling yourself?
I got back all of my missing assignments,
Okay. You feeling yourself? You fired up? Okay.
and the Lakers are up 1-0 in the series. Job's not finished, by the way, but they play tonight, and Lakers.
But you won't be watching tonight because it's Sabbath, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. My bad. My
Don't
bad.
need to remind me. Let's relax.
Oh, don't remind you of the Sabbath.
Because my God is always on my mind. That's why you don't need to remind me about my God.
Okay.
See? You see? And hopefully take a commanding 2-0 lead. And yeah, that's really it. Yeah. How was your week? What is the word or phrase to describe your week, sister?
Word or phrase to describe my week. I'm going to say exhausted. I know y'all are tired of hearing me say it, but I'm exhausted every week. Every week I'm exhausted. This year is taking me out.
Put some coffee in your body.
I can't do coffee. It's bad for my heart.
Ugh. Well, I don't even like coffee, so no problem for me there.
So why would you even suggest it?
Because I know you used to drink coffee. That's why I suggested that, girl.
See, I went to Starbucks. Now, every ingredient in Starbucks is not coffee. I used to get all the sweet stuff, like the vanilla frappuccinos, vanilla bean frap that doesn't have any
Garbage.
coffee in it.
Garbage. Starbucks is a really bad institute. Not institute.
You just say business.
Yeah, business.
But yeah, back to what I was feeling. I'm feeling exhausted. I don't know. This week I was just like really kind of reflecting on. So it's October 2nd. Happy October, everybody out there. We are 10 months into this year that is 2020. If you are still here and still standing, you made it. Clap. Give yourself a round of applause for that because
Y'all did
many
it.
of us did not survive this year. And that's sad. But if you're still standing, I want you to be proud of that. Even if you feel like you're not where you want to be or you don't feel like you're the strongest, just be proud that you're standing and that you're here. Because this year is crazy. But like I said, so we're 10 months into this year, 3 months away from 2021.
I graduate 2021. Hey.
Proud of you. But yeah, 3 months away from 2021. And I was just, reflecting on just how my life has been from March to now. Because like I said, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted in everywhere. I'm exhausted mentally. I'm exhausted physically. I'm exhausted spiritually. And, in March when this whole pandemic started, I had a moment to... This pandemic has not at all been a blessing. At all.
Mm-mm.
But for me, it has allowed me... As it has... Not the pandemic itself, but the time at home and the time I was being forced to just kind of focus on me. focus on my health in March. So I'm just reflecting on like how I am 3 months from 2021 and how I was 3 months removed from 2019. And guys, I'm exhausted. I'm trying to get back to what I was doing in March. For real, for real.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
How would you say that, like, because I said I'm exhausted, and I know, like, you're having a pretty good week, but sometimes you be exhausted. How would you say you think you're taking care of yourself mentally during, I wouldn't even say just this pandemic, because there's just so many things that's happened this year outside of COVID. How would you say you're keeping yourself healthy mentally just in this year that is 2020?
How have I been keeping myself healthy mentally? I have. I stopped playing video games for a second. I don't
Just for a second, because you was just on Madden yesterday, wasn't you not?
Yeah, I was, but
Okay.
I mean, I don't really play video games as often as I know my friends do and all that.
Okay.
Okay, and so I just stopped. I coasted just a little bit, and then I hopped back on the sticks. It felt good to get some rage in there. Talk crazy to the people online and everything like that. When I'm whipping their tail, all that. Also felt good just to listen to music. And even though I can't really see them in person, FaceTime with my friends all the time.
That's how you feel like you've kept yourself healthy mentally?
Yeah.
That's good. I will have to say, so as you know, I suffer from anxiety.
Yeah.
And it's really, I would say that it's gotten like 10 times worse just this year.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who don't know this out there, anxiety is the most common mental health illness in the ages from 18 and up, affecting approximately 40 million Americans. Now, 18 and up, that's kind of our demographic. And I was just doing some research just to see, because sometimes when you have anxiety and whatnot, you feel alone. And I was just doing some research, and researchers are saying that anxiety has increased for a lot of Americans during this year. And so when I realized my anxiety was getting out of hand, I mean, I was trying to cope with it, but nothing was like really helping. Do you feel like you suffer from anxiety at all? Or do you have anxious moments?
I don't really know what anxiety is, if we're being honest. I don't really have something.
All right, let's look it up now so that we can give our audience proper information. Google.com. Anxiety. So it says that anxiety is this is the first definition that popped up on Google, y'all. So I mean, there's probably better definitions out there, but I'm just going to read this. So it says anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It's a feeling of fear or apprehension about what's to come, such as the first day of school, going to a job interview, or giving a speech may cause most people to feel fearful and nervous. Do you have anxiety in that way?
Fearing what's to come? No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're blessed.
Nah.
So when I be like describing my anxiety attacks to you, you can't relate.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, wow.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Be happy.
Yeah. I'm sorry just because I'm there for you all the time.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. So it's not. It's sympathetic, but it's not
empathetic.
Yeah.
Got you. That makes sense. No, I appreciate it. I just wanted to talk about, so when I was preparing for doing the podcast today, a lot of our stuff is like, we talk about sports, we talk about music, entertainment, we get some jokes off, but I was just really just thinking about, like I said, I was thinking about how I was doing in March and how I'm doing now, and I was just kind of I don't know why, but it was just like the whole 3-month thing. Like we're 3 months away from 2021 right now, and in March we were 3 months removed from 2019. I was just comparing like my mental state, my physical state, my spiritual state from those times, and I was doing a lot better in March. And I kind of wanted not all of this episode, but the bulk of this episode to be about housekeeping and to be about how we can take care of ourselves, take care of our mind, body, and spirit in this year 2020. You are in control of you, not the other way around. And I just want to, shed some light and help my audience get through this year. So, like I said, I suffer from anxiety. And so I don't know how many of you out there are suffering with anxiety, but for me, this entire year has just been a battle of just like figuring out one, like identifying my triggers. So like what makes me anxious for me personally, and I know for a lot of Black people can relate, just the state of the world in regards to Black people and Blackness causes a lot of anxiety in me.
Sure does. Just driving and stuff like that.
Driving makes you anxious?
Yeah, because there's a lot of police in our area.
Right.
There's a lot of police in our area, and I just make sure I don't slip up. I just make sure I don't slip up. I sometimes even where there are police, I probably just take a longer route. I just go the other way and stuff like that because it's not something I want to be with. You ain't gonna have me on the news tonight. It's not happening.
No, I feel that police are definitely a trigger for me. For 100%. I don't care how nice of a police officer you are. I don't care your intentions. Like just seeing a police officer physically makes me unwell. I'm not even joking. Like that's definitely a trigger. I will also have to say, like, yes, as a Black woman, I know that we are disproportionately harmed by the state. I know that. But I also, know how Black men are affected by the state. And even though my triggers are police and I'm very anxious about you and Dad's lives, what I will say would like kind of like relieves my anxiety for the day. So every day I pray. I'm like, dear Jesus, please bring our family home safely, help us to get to our destination safely, and bring us back home safely. What relieves my anxiety is when I get home from work at night and I see everybody's car, because we all have a car, and I see everybody's car in a parking spot or in the driveway, whatever, and I'm like, thank you, Jesus, for answering my prayers for the day. Thank you for bringing my family home safely. But also, like, I've had to unplug from social media.
Yeah, you don't be seeing the tweets I send you. That's kind of...
I have to unplug from social media, because the thing is, I think we talked about this another episode, but like, social media isn't like, you know how you hear a lot of people complain like this is not fun. I get on Twitter to laugh. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not, that's just not how it is anymore, and it sucks. Maybe we need to create a different app, but that's just not how it is anymore. And like, not only from social media, but the news. This year, I've had to watch the news like so much more, whether it be just to stay in tune with what's happening in the world, or because I need to keep up to do a project or media analysis, or just even for this podcast. Because I do have to keep up with the news and current events for this podcast, or else I'd be bringing nothing to y'all every week. But yeah, I have to unplug from that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you have to take social media breaks?
Yeah, but then I go to you. I don't know if YouTube is I think YouTube is considered social media, but YouTube is more of whatever you're interested in. So I don't see everything. I don't see the stuff I'm interested in.
Oh, stuff that's like recommended to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't count YouTube as social media. YouTube is kind of like a conglomerate of like social media.
You used a big word
and
there.
news.
I like it.
Huh?
You used a big word there. I like it. What did you say? Conglomerate or something like that?
Conglomerate?
Yeah, I like that.
Let's look it up.
I like that. Word of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Word of the week.
So on this podcast, we don't use words that we don't understand. and we don't use words that our viewers don't understand. So, conglomerate, a number of different things or parts that are put or grouped together to form a whole but remain distinct identities. So this one says the earth is a specialized conglomerate of organisms. Maybe I didn't use that word correctly, but like a conglomerate is just like, I was just saying like it's like a bunch of things meshed into one.
Yeah.
So YouTube is an app, but like it's not strictly social media. It's not strictly news. It's not strictly entertainment. I actually, yeah, it's a conglomerate of news, entertainment, and social media.
Yeah, that's the where I go.
Yeah. So, you see, you go to YouTube
Yeah.
because it's recommended for you.
It's all the stuff that I like and I want to see, and it's nothing that I don't want and don't see. There'll be sometimes like if news is like really big or something like that, then it's gonna pop on there. But it ain't gonna be something like missing child, or like it's not gonna be like something like that.
Yeah, I feel that. Do you journal?
Do I journal?
Mm-hmm.
I used to journal. I just used to type my like thoughts down, what happened throughout my day, and like my notes, whatever like that. That was last year, but I don't really do that anymore. I don't know why I stopped. I just stopped.
So you have to have some way to get out everything that's in your head, like, because I know there's a bunch of stuff going on in your head. There's a bunch of stuff going on in everybody's head. So what do you feel like is a way that you kind of get some of that out?
What's a way I get some of that out? I talked to my good friend Darius. I talk to him a lot. I talk to him almost every day.
So you feel like talking to someone helps you kind of like cope with everything that's going on in your head and get it out and kind of make sense of it sometimes?
Yeah, I'm not the type of person that. I would just say yeah.
Okay. I do that too, but I actually do that with a therapist. Did I start therapy this year? No, I started therapy at the end of 2019.
You started that in November.
Yeah, end of 2019. It's been good for me, honestly. Sometimes I just need to get things out, and I don't like everybody in my business.
You in my business?
Don't do that. What you call it? But yeah, I don't like everybody in my business. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable sharing every bit of like trial and tribulation that's going on in my life. So yeah, I would say if you don't have one, I think you should get a therapist. I think everybody needs a therapy though. Like I've been asking you to go to therapy for a long time, haven't I not?
Yeah.
But that's because I love you.
I understand that, but it's a random person. I don't know.
I mean, it's a random person. I think that makes it better though.
Nah. I'm not. I'm telling you right now. If I had a therapist, I really did not know them at all, and stuff like that, I would not tell them everything. That's just me.
But when you go to your doctor, you tell your doctor like everything that's going on with you. They're a doctor.
Yeah, I tell him, hey, doc, my leg ain't feeling right, fix that or something like that. But it's the doctor. I'm not gonna have a full-blown conversation of what's in my head and anything like that. My deepest thoughts in my head with a random dude.
So you think you need a doctor for your body, but you don't think you need a doctor for your mind? When I put it like that.
See, when you see, don't do that. Don't do that.
Why?
Because now it got me thinking, but still, I still know me. I still know me.
Therapy is not about you not knowing yourself. Sometimes, like, sometimes you just need a different view to help you figure out what's going on or to make sense of it, to vocalize it, to verbalize it. That's honestly where I got that idea for, if you could use one word to describe your week, how are you checking in? Every time I sit down at my therapist, she hands me this piece of paper with at least 100 something words on it. And she says, so how are we checking in? And I find a word on that paper and I check in.
That's good.
Therapy at its core is just talking. You have to do work, but at its core, it's just getting what's in your mind out in a coherent manner.
But I'm not a talker though.
You're not talking, but you're doing this podcast.
I'm doing this podcast because I think it's gonna be fun, and I know you are invested into it, and so I would do anything to help you out.
I appreciate it, Ian. I appreciate it.
That's why I'm doing this podcast.
But Ian, you saying you're not a talker. The whole reason why I even have you as my co-host is because this stuff that we're doing right now, we do this like every night. We just sit down and chat.
But here's the thing.
What's the thing?
I know you.
Oh, okay.
I know you. All right. That's the thing. So I'm not. If I don't know you, I don't talk. I could be in a room with somebody I just met. Or somebody I haven't seen before. Just me and that other person. Not saying a word.
I get that.
I'm not saying a word.
I get that.
And that's just me.
So you talk to people. Do you feel like aromatherapy or anything like that works? When I say aromatherapy, I have candles all over my room.
Candles? Nah.
Nah.
Nah, man. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a very. I don't want to say basic because everybody's complex in their own way.
Right.
But I'm very. It's simple. Everything is simple.
Okay.
Everything is simple for me.
So what are some things that you associate with peace?
Associate with peace
in your life?
Oof. What do I associate with peace? Sleep.
Okay.
Getting some sleep. I haven't done this in a while, but I haven't cooked a good meal. Like I haven't cooked like a good meal like I know I'm capable of doing in a minute. And I should probably do that to help mom out and everything like that.
Cooking brings you peace?
Yeah, especially when I'm doing it by myself. Because reason why cooking brings me peace is because I know my food is good. So
it is. His food is good, y'all.
I know my food is good, and then I see everybody eating and everybody smiling like, yeah, yeah. That's what brings me peace. That's what brings me. That puts a smile on my face, and seeing my friends do well brings me peace. If I'm not happy or I'm not at peace, I always try to go out of my way and make sure my friends are good and make sure they're all right. And I just try to be a good person to my friends, and that just helps me out and everything like that.
That brings you peace?
Yeah, knowing that they're okay, knowing that they're good.
Okay. Let me ask it this way. So, not ask it this way. I don't when I say like bring peace, I'm thinking about like for what brings me peace is rest, sleep. My candles. I have candles in my room and I have mood lights in my room. When I'm feeling some type of way, I only have two different scents that I allow myself to have in my room because I just can't be, my senses can't be overpowered like that. I either have a eucalyptus mint, which I light when I'm in classes and stuff like that, just to relax me so I'm not stressed out. And then I have a lavender one that I light before I go to bed and whatnot, just to relax me and get me in the mood. That brings me peace. Also, my lights, like depending on my mood, I try to put my lights on a color that will calm me down, will bring peace and bring zen, because I can't always stabilize my mood and my feelings like on my own.
Mhm.
Like you can talk yourself through a lot of things, but sometimes you just need like an outside source to really get your other senses reacting a certain way. Like when you hear the phrase "I'm stressed out," what do you associate that with? Do you associate that with your mind or your body?
Um, I associate it with both.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Um, because I associate with both because it starts at the mind and trickles down to the body.
Mhm.
Um, you can the work the work week, school week, whatever you guys do, it could just exhaust you and take a lot out of you. And like if the work week is like long and you know you have stuff to do outside of that and you know you can't stop
Mhm.
or anything like that, then it gets down to your body and you start moving slow. Your body starts to ache and you just don't want to roll out of bed no more and stuff like that. So it just starts with the mind and goes down to the body.
That's true, cause we hold stress in our body. Like the most common places we hold stress is in our hands, clenched fist, our feet, our neck, our shoulders, and our hips.
Yeah.
So like so you said what brings you peace, but I think you talked about mentally, like and like kind of like what helps you not be so stressed out. But you talked about that mentally. What what do you think helps your body relieve stress? Or what do you do to help your body relieve stress?
What helps my body release stress?
Mhm.
Um, taking a bath.
Oh,
Taking a bath. Not a shower.
a bath.
Put some bubbles in there and everything like that. Sit there, soak it, and it's just soak.
Mhm.
Bath works very well.
A bath. What else?
Um, release stress off my body. Um, getting into some comfortable clothes and just relaxing.
Mhm.
Um, and just curl up in the bed and watch something nice.
It helps your body.
I mean, when I'm laying down and I'm just resting, it just
Oh, when your muscles are just relaxed and
yeah,
whatnot.
just
Yeah,
that feels good.
I feel that. Something that helps me de-stress, um, is yoga. I started that in
April.
nah. I started it in January. I was going to the gym, LA Fitness, on Mondays and Wednesdays to do yoga, and then everything got shut down. And then that's when I started doing it every day because I found this girl on YouTube, Yoga with Adrienne. All my yogis out there, okay, do yoga with Adrienne because she really just, well, I don't know if you have a certain yoga person you like, do that. But yoga with Adrienne really just, Adrienne is just the bomb. But yoga really helps me. At first I had started doing it just to like, I thought I needed like some type of exercise to just calm myself mentally.
Mhm.
But it just, when you do it with intention, when you do anything with intention, you just have good results.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize how much yoga was gonna help my body. For real, for real. I've lost like 25 pounds off of doing just yoga and going for a walk. We did used to go for walks. Did walks ever help with you being stressed? You hate walking, but I feel like at the end when we finished our walk,
Yeah.
you felt better.
When I saw the promised land,
Yeah.
yeah, that felt good. We should go on a walk sometime, buddy. Um, yeah, it was cool. I mean, I don't like walking just because working and stuff like that. I'm always up and about,
Right.
walking around, doing something. Um, but yeah, that helped a lot. It was really funny because, me being me, I added to the walk. I added my personality to the walk. You know what I'm saying? I didn't always walk normal and stuff like that. I sometimes did a silly walk. I sometimes walked backwards. I just did it. I just put my own
You
little
just moved your body,
yeah.
really.
I just put my own little mix to it so I could enjoy it and just be out there.
I feel that. I feel that. I hope that those of you who are listening, you're kind of, we're no experts, but these are just some of the things that have helped us stay healthy during this year, mentally and physically. Um, but I think the biggest thing, actually, no, I was gonna say the biggest thing that's impacted uh me in 2020 is like my spiritual health, but everything has really impacted me. But I still want to get to your spiritual health, because as we're living through these unprecedented times, it's easy for us to become down and for our spirit to suffer. Like at times, I feel like it may feel as though the things and people that once made you happy and brought you joy are no longer able to. So I had some tips that would come in handy with spiritual upkeep. Ian, do you have any before I get into these?
Um, what do you mean by spiritual upkeep? Like, because I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to force my religion on anybody. That's not
You wouldn't be forcing it. You would just be saying like, well, you could just preface it. I'm not forcing my religion on anybody. Those of you who are believers, here's what I do.
okay. Okay, that's okay. So you hear what she said. Those of you who are believers, here's what I do. I'm not trying to force on anybody that are not believers. Okay. Um, no matter the day, it doesn't always have to be Friday night or um or Sabbath morning or anything like that. But listening to gospel music,
Mm-hmm.
it helps just because music, I connect with music in a good way. Um, I love music. Just listening to what's my favorite gospel? Well, not my favorite gospel song, but listen to like um, let's Latter Rain by Kirk Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And Men of Standard.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's a good song. That's a good song for like to keep your spirits up. It it's very calm and soothing. And then like once it gets to the end and it gets more upbeat, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You're just like, oh my goodness, I love Jesus, I love God, all that. You know what I'm saying? You start jumping up and down, you know, like, oh my gosh, my
Mm-hmm.
God, my God. And I pray every day. I pray when I wake up, and I pray when I go to sleep, and I pray when I get into the car. Um, so yeah, that's really helped.
I feel that
Oh, and I read my devotion every day, so that really helped.
I feel that. I I do all of that just being a believer, but I wrote down 5 things that I think would help outside of, just because I know not everybody who's listening to this is a believer in God. Um and there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever you believe in is what you believe in. Just make sure you believe in something, because I I do think that it's important to ground yourself in something other than this earth, this world. But the five things that I've used to help me besides God, because I feel like that's a given for me. One is I practice thankfulness. So like with the year of like loss and disaster, I remind myself every day what I have to be thankful for. Some days I don't always get to it, because some days it's just a crappy day. And you're allowed to have those. Some days are just a crappy day. You're not thankful for anything. Your mood is off. Like everything that could go wrong is going wrong. But when I have the opportunity to, I practice thankfulness. I thank God. Sometimes my prayers are like minutes long, because I'm just sitting there thanking God for everything that comes to my mind, even the little things that I take for granted. When I'm sitting down and praying and thanking God, and practicing thankfulness, the little things that I normally take for granted come to my mind, and when you do that, you realize how much you do have, and not how much you don't have.
That, that's good.
Yeah. The second one is I say give yourself time to process. This year is nothing short of surreal, y'all. Allow yourself time to feel everything. Don't try to barrel through your emotions, as you will have to confront them at some point in time. So you might as well do it now. When I say feel everything, like if you're having a crappy day, feel that. Sometimes you're gonna have to, like, you're having a crappy day and you're gonna have to suck it up because you got so many things to do. You know, those of us who go to school and then go to work right after, or who go to school and then do something else right after. Like, you can't necessarily process it right there and then in the moment, but don't allow yourself to barrel through your emotions and just keep saying tomorrow will be better, or this will happen, or it's about to be over. Tomorrow might be better and it will probably be over at the end of the day, but allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Like, this year is crazy. Even the good moments, because that's another thing. Sometimes people will make you feel bad for having triumphs and amazing things happen to you during this time, just because this year is so crappy for everybody else. But if you're feeling amazing and if you're feeling blessed, feel that too. Be in that moment as well.
Rejoice in it.
Yeah, for sure. I would also say be kind to yourself. That's been the hardest thing for me this year. I have not stopped school since January. I've been in school nonstop since January. I was in school from January to May. And then I was in school from, I've had like a couple of breaks. And then I was in school from June to August. And I'm still in school, and I'll be in school till December. So what I've had to do this year is practice being kind to myself, allowing myself to take breaks and not feeling bad. Because I know, don't you feel bad sometimes when you like miss a class?
When I miss a class?
Yeah.
Do I feel bad?
Oh, my bad. You don't feel bad?
Sorry, my guys at Tacoma Academy, but no. No.
No, but I mean, like, sometimes I feel bad. I'm like, golly, it's online. The least you can do is open that laptop. But
nah, bro.
I really be going in on myself sometimes. I'm not gonna cap.
You need to stop doing that, especially with school. I'm so serious. Hey, bro. Yo, I do not feel bad one bit about missing a class.
I mean, now I don't, but I used to feel terrible. Like, my what I'm learning to do is to be kind to myself. I'm a hard worker, and I feel like when I'm not doing something, I'm being lazy or unproductive. But I know what I'm capable of. I know that at the end of the day, I am determined, I'm diligent, and I'm ambitious. So I'm just practicing, like, being kind to myself, taking breaks when I need to, and not feeling bad when I take a break. Because that's another thing. Like, I take a break, and I can't even really get the break because I'm feeling guilty and
Ma'am, you need some time with me, and you need to see how I operate whenever I miss a class.
Oh, I do. I see how you operate.
Whenever I miss a class, even when I am on the class, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You see my head. That's all you see. You don't see what my hands is doing. You don't see nothing. All right?
Right.
If I'm in a class and I know what we're doing is pointless, the controller is in my hand. I'm looking at my TV. I'm taking my glances. Looking there, TV. Looking there, TV. All right? You need to learn how to operate. Okay?
I guess.
Or even then, I will post myself up on my wall and anything like that, and I will fall asleep. With my head posted up, I will fall asleep. I promise you I will.
Well, y'all heard it here. Do not feel bad for taking breaks. Don't feel bad for skipping out on the Zoom call. And don't feel bad for going to sleep on the Zoom call.
Don't do it.
Don't feel bad at all. Be kind to yourself. Everything is warranted. To continue, rest. You mentioned how sleep helps you, but it really does. I need everyone out there to make sure you're getting rest. Like I said, I do feel bad when I miss something, but one thing I will not sacrifice is my sleep. I never sacrifice my sleep.
Tell me about it.
I never sacrifice my sleep. I will get the 8 hours no matter what.
If it don't get done at midnight, it don't get done.
No, seriously. No, seriously. For me, if my work doesn't get done if my homework and classwork doesn't get done before I have to clock into work that night, it's not getting done that night. There's no way in hell that I am clocking out of work at 11:30 p.m. and coming home and doing homework. It's not happening. I'm going to sleep.
Just learn to let it be and let God do it. Let God handle it out. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure. The last tip I have, just to keep ourselves spiritually healthy and spiritually up, is music. Music has a way of influencing our moods, even subconsciously. So what I would say is to be mindful of the music you ingest and think about creating some playlists. I create playlists, and I will have playlists at the end of each episode. And to find out the playlist, I'm going to be posting on Instagram. My Instagram is OG_Shawty, SHAWWTY_ I made it when I was 13. I'm not changing it, so y'all can say the jokes.
What did you think OG meant when you were 13?
No, let's just save the jokes now.
What did you think your
Let's save the
OG
jokes now.
meant when you were 13?
Anyways, music. Invest into what you ingest. So make sure that the music that you're listening to is gonna put you in a place mentally and spiritually that you feel like you need to be in. Sometimes you do need a little young boy to pump you up. Sometimes.
Young boy?
A little young. Sometimes you need. Sometimes if that's the type of time you want and that's the type of energy you need, sometimes you need that. But you don't need that all the time. Sometimes you really need that gospel music. Sometimes you really need that Solange if you like Solange, or that Sid if you like Sid, or the internet. Like you don't know who these artists are, Ian? Why are you looking like that?
The only Sid I know is Sid the Sloth, to be honest. Who is Sid?
Just in case y'all are wondering, this is why I create the playlist and he does not. You can see that this man listens to nothing outside of the generic artists.
Yeah, I never heard of Sid.
Actually, no. Who would you listen to last night? You were listening to something, because we do talk about music on this podcast as well.
I was listening to my dog 21.
He had an album, Savage Mode 2.
Savage Mode 2.
And it was good.
And it is in contention for album of the year.
Oh my goodness!
I promise.
Everything is a contention for album of the year.
I promise you. No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Okay, what else have you said this about?
Eternal Take.
Oh, that was good.
And Eternal Take.
Did Future's album come out this year?
Yeah, but that's not in contention for album of the year. Let's be real, people. Let's be real, ladies.
I was just asking. I'm trying to remember all the albums that came out this year. This has been a good year for music.
Yes, sir.
This has been an amazing year for music.
What else was in contention for album of the year? Lil Baby, My Turn. Contention
Yep.
for album of the year. Young Boy is good. He's grown on me. None of his albums are in contention for album of the year. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. To break it down to my Young Boy fiends out there, none of his albums are in contention for album of the year. It's just not.
Please don't get the Young Boy fans upset.
They're not Young Boy themselves, so.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not scared.
I mean, but you have to disrespect men.
I'm not really disrespecting.
Oh, you said an album of the year. You didn't say he wasn't good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even then, they're gonna feel like that's disrespect. So, I don't care. All right, I don't care. All right. Yeah, only 3 albums are contention for album of the year.
Do you listen to new music as soon as it drops, or do you wait?
I just see what the people got to say about it. If Twitter posted memes about it, or posting like Kobe and Shaq on, or like Kobe and Shaq and saying like, "Oh, this is Future and Lil Uzi on this song," then I'll listen to it. But I don't really take it upon myself to listen to new music as soon as it drops.
I'm the opposite. If it's an artist that I normally listen to, like I don't listen to 21 Savage like that. I do like some of his songs. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a bad artist or anything. It's just that he's not an artist that I'm waiting to hear drop. But like the way that I listen to music, new music, I don't care about what everybody else has to say. If it's an artist that I like, I'm gonna wait for the new music. And I also really appreciate when artists invest in their rollouts, in the marketing aspect of albums.
Yeah, because I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're fine.
Wait, are you done?
No, you're fine.
Okay. That marketing for 21 Savage's album, the video he dropped with Metro Boomin and Morgan Freeman narrating, that was really good.
I did see something about that.
That was really good. Yeah, that's probably the best marketing I've probably seen. That was different. But yeah, that marketing does go a long way.
Yeah, I think whose album rollouts I liked the most? I liked Tiana Taylor's album rollout as well as Kehlani's. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm talking about it was good until it wasn't all the time. Kehlani's album rollout was so good. I was so excited for that album. Mind you, I like Kehlani, but I didn't really like the last album. So I wasn't really sure if I was going to listen to this one. But when I saw the album cover, you know what the album cover looks like.
Yeah, she's like on a stool or something like that.
Yeah, she's looking over the ledge.
Yeah.
So she had dropped a single. I can't remember what the lead single was. I think the lead single was Can I with Tory Lanez, unfortunately.
Tough.
I'm gonna bleep that out. We shouldn't be talking about him. Anyways, it's like nah. No, we really shouldn't be talking about him, but he was on the song, so that's the only reason why I mentioned him. But I think that was the lead single. That was a good song. But I liked the album. I liked how it was her looking over something, and then like a week before it dropped, like I think she dropped the other album cover. I think like on Monday, and the album's coming out on Friday. And basically it was the other review, and you could see her face and you could see all the chaos in the back. And
that sounds really good.
But you know what I'm saying? Like marketing really plays into that. That's be a lot of artists' problems sometimes. Like they don't have good marketing.
Who doesn't have good marketing? There's an artist out there that does not have good marketing, and I don't think Gunna has good marketing.
Gunna, did his album come out this year?
Yeah, his album came out.
It did. What, in March or May?
No, it came out in like the summer.
It came out in the summer. It was warm. Was it June?
Yeah, I think it was June.
Let me look it up.
He's a Taurus. Unfortunately, I know that zodiac sign.
He's a Taurus.
I don't.
If he's a Taurus, it came out in May. I told you.
It came out in May?
Taurus is April and May.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, I don't know my zodiac signs, and I don't really care to know my zodiac
That's
sign.
okay, sweetie.
I don't really care to know my zodiac sign.
That's okay.
All right. But
May 22nd, yeah.
Yeah, his marketing, his album covers, not good.
What's wrong with the album cover? What's wrong with the album cover?
If you guys could see Gunna's album covers, they are really horrible.
It's giving Gunna though. So
yeah, it is giving Gunna, but it's just like Gunna. It's like when I think of Gunna, I think of his outfits and anything like that. His outfits not appealing to the eye. His album covers not appealing to the eye. It's just his style is not appealing to the eye. The way he raps, goodness gracious, the way he raps is a work of art. He raps like he is hovering over, not hovering, hovering over everything and just gliding through the air.
Like a hoverboard.
No, he raps like he's on, like, you know, the paraglides or whatever, like those are called.
Parasails?
Parasails, yeah.
That's you're just saying how he just glides through the song, just rides the beat.
Oh, it's so smooth.
Yeah, I feel that.
I mean, that's what separates him. Yeah,
from
just from everybody else, because no one flows like he flows. Gunna has his own flow. No one flows like Gunna.
Mm-hmm.
I think every rapper has their own flow and everything like that, but Gunna has a very distinct flow, and he's gonna keep that flow up no matter what.
That's true.
Who else can we compare flows to? Lil Baby has a flow of he's just speeding a Lamborghini. I mean, he's not off beat. He's really good. He's really good rapping on the beat.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah, but
you would say.
Yeah, but like he's going through it, and he's just cutting through traffic in that Lamborghini, letting you know who he is and that he's that.
Mm-hmm.
And Drake, you can't compare Drake's flow to anything. Drake
is just goated.
Drake is just very versatile. Drake is very versatile. That's all I gotta say about Drake. You can't really compare his flow to anything.
You can't.
Yeah.
But you can't compare him as an artist to really anybody. So.
Yeah, because he's just different. And but those are the only two I got comparisons for, and anything like that. For like how they flow.
No, I feel that. Just for y'all out there, So today we didn't really get to it, but normally on a normal episode we get to music, and what we try to do is we try to like review new music and give y'all our feedback on it. But it's not like, so like new music came out today, we're not giving you our feedback on music that came out today, but we give you feedback on music that came out last Friday. So just keep that in mind as you're listening. I know it might feel a little dated. You might want to hear what we think about the music that happened, that came out at midnight. But I get off work at 11:30, and when I get home, I'm not listening to new music. So I do apologize if that's gonna be a deal breaker for y'all, but that's just not happening.
I'll listen to it, guys. I'll do my homework.
Ian got time to do his homework. I do my homework. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'll do my homework, guys. I'm diligent. Okay, I am diligent.
My goodness. All right, so we're gonna be wrapping up here, but we have got to get to. It's not funny, but it is. It's not funny, but it is. Y'all know where I'm going with this.
He would have been still alive right now if they didn't gas him up. We off that Trump pack today, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, we off the Trump pack.
What does that mean? I do not understand. When y'all were saying off that Nuggets pack, I do not get it.
It means we just smoking them out. Like, you know, people just smoke. We're just rolling up them and just smoking them out.
Do you think he really has COVID?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he has COVID, and he just has COVID. I'm gonna bite my tongue on here because he has COVID.
This man is so ridiculous though, and he's such a pathological liar. You don't think he'd be lying about this? I think he could easily lie about this. Easily.
But why would he lie about that if he publicly said this is a hoax? It's not real.
I think he would lie about it. There's so many things. He could lie about it to get out of the next debate. He could lie about it to say, hey, y'all, I had COVID and I took the vaccine and it worked. To falsely sell this vaccine.
Is the vaccine out? Just vaccine?
I mean,
it's still in the work of progress.
I don't know what's going on with the vaccine for real.
I don't think there's a vaccine out, guys. No, I don't think he's lying. If he told all of his supporters that, hey, this ain't real. Now that
speaking of his supporters, honey,
his supporters are ding dongs, dummies,
dangerous,
dangerous, cultish.
Yeah, we've said that before. His supporters are just.
What else? What else? A supporter. Actually, it's too long for me to get into. Okay, it's too long for me to get into. Guys.
It is, and we into this every week.
But nah. If he has COVID, his supporters are gonna probably. What if his supporters start putting on a mask? What if his supporters start putting on a mask? That's what we gotta think. Because they follow what they're sheep. They're sheep. They follow whatever he does.
I don't think they start putting on a mask.
I think they would start acknowledging it.
I don't know. You know, dumb people are so unpredictable. You never know how stupid they can get. That's a fact. You never know.
It can get dangerous. It can get dangerous. It can get really dangerous. Yeah, it can get really dangerous. How stupid people are.
Oh no, not a hashtag pray for Trump.
Hashtag pray for Trump. Pray for what? What are we praying for?
No. We don't encourage. Don't encourage that.
I'm joking, guys. I forgot. Bite my tongue. All right. It's just dangerously stupid.
I know.
But yeah, I'm
not gonna cap. That was low key the highlight of my week. I don't wish that he dies. I don't wish that anybody dies, to be honest. No matter how bad of a person they are, I do not wish that they die. What I do hope is that him possibly contracting the virus, who knows if it's true, I hope that it's sad that this will have to have to like be the thing that makes him maybe become empathetic, but I would love for that to be the case. Like, absolutely love for that to be the case. But I don't think that's gonna happen. No cap. So
Um, I it's not good.
mhm.
Well, actually, what I was about to say is October, the beginning of October, we trying to come back from a 3-1 lead in 2020. That's what we trying to do for October. October coming out with a bang, coming out strong. Savage Mode 2, Bryson Tiller, Trump got Corona. I mean, October.
I thought I'd never see the day.
I thought I would never see it too. like
No, because I mean all the rallies and all. I'm like, how is this man still healthy?
nah, I thought I would never see the day either because when the pandemic first started and it was just like, oh yeah, some people he was visiting or he was with for a long extended period of time, they got the virus. I was just like, is he next? And then it was just I've tested negative for COVID-19. I was just like, gosh darn it. I was like, God dang it. I was like, how did you not get it? That's how it was. But hopefully this opens his eyes. Hopefully. We only have hope for him.
Yeah, all we have is hope. I like to end on a good note, but here's the good note.
Is this our good note?
This is not our good note. We do not celebrate someone being sick.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
But we do. It's like, nah. I'm kidding. No, in all seriousness, y'all, we're wrapping up because we got things to do, and we know y'all got things to do too. But stay healthy. This virus is very real, and it's still serious. I know y'all are tired of hearing it, but it's not gone. So get used to it. Stay healthy. Stay kind. Move through this world with love. I know everybody else is not going to, but move through this world with love and with caution. We want to thank y'all for checking in with us today. Ian, do you have anything to say?
Do I have anything to say? No. I want you guys to be encouraged. Push through it. Get through it. Anything you're getting through. Use the tips that we gave you guys on just keeping your health and mental health. Try some of the things that we do. And stay healthy, my friends.
Yes. To piggyback off of that, yes, we are no experts. So what we suggested is not, professional advice. This is just what's been helping us stay physically healthy, mentally healthy, and spiritually healthy during this year that is 2020. I will have a playlist for you guys. You guys can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at _3hunna, THREEHUNNA. Again, I made this when I was 14. Don't judge me. This is Cameron and Ian from the Check-In Podcast. Thank you for tuning in today on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be coming back to you next Friday. Thank you for checking in with us. Be safe. Lead with love and lead with light.